Hi, my name is Aarna Jain. I'm a sophomore at Sage Creek High School in Carlsbad. My mentor was Laura, and today I wanted to talk about the psychological and neurological effects of polycystic ovary syndrome. I wanted to talk and research more about this topic because PCOS is such a common disorder among women, but it's not very well known. I wanted to spread more awareness about it and learn more for myself too. Oh, So I wanted to talk about first what PCOS is, the psychological effects, the neurological effects, and then the impact it has on the life of women with it. So we'll start with the basics. What is PCOS? PCOS is a hormonal disorder that disrupts a woman's reproductive systems. About 1 in 10 women of reproductive age have it, but people are still unaware of its far reaching impacts. While PCOS is commonly known for causing issues with fertility, it's definitely important to know that the issues go well beyond reproduction. So imagine your body's hormones as a well coordinated orchestra. In PCOS, that orchestra falls out of sync, leading to a range of problems and symptoms. These can cause irregular periods, excessive hair growth, acne, and weight gain. But what most people don't realize is that the hormonal imbalance doesn't just affect the body, but it also impacts the mind. Women with PCOS often face significant mental health challenges, which could be just as distressing as the physical symptoms. One of the most common psychological effects of PCOS is depression. Studies show that women with PCOS are more likely to experience depressive symptoms, with up to 25% of them being affected. It Think about how challenging it must be to live with visible symptoms such as acne or weight gain, especially in a society that places a high value on appearance. This could lead to feelings of low self-esteem, which is a significant factor in depression. On top of that, the hormonal imbalances themselves directly affect mood. For example, the lower levels of serotonin, a neurotransmitter that helps regulate mood, can make someone more prone to depression. Anxiety is another major concern for women with PCOS. Nearly 40% of women with this condition experience anxiety, which is significantly higher than the general population. Anxiety in PCOS can be driven by worries about fertility, concerns about physical symptoms, and the chronic stress of managing a lifelong condition. It's important to realize that anxiety isn't just about feeling nervous, but it can also manifest as constant worry, difficulty sleeping, and even panic attacks. Okay, let's dive into the neurological effects of PCOS, which often stem from a neuroendocrine imbalance. Neuroendocrine refers to the interaction between the nervous system and the endocrine system, which is the hormonal system. In PCOS, this balance is disrupted. Two hormonal pathways, the hypothalamic pituitary gonad, the HPG axis, and the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal, ad, adrenal HPA axis becomes unbalanced. This imbalance can lead to abnormal levels of key hormones, including cortisol, which is a stress hormone. And elevated cortisol levels are not just linked to metabolic issues, but they're also strongly associated with psychological symptoms like anxiety and depression. Another critical aspect of PCOS is insulin resistance. So, this means that the body cells don't respond well to insulin, which is the hormone that helps control blood sugar levels. But insulin resistance doesn't just impact metabolism, but it also impacts the brain. Insulin plays a role in the balance of neurotransmitters. So, for instance, higher levels of testosterone, which are common in women with PCOS, can disrupt balance of serotonin and dopamine. These are the neurotransmitters responsible for the feelings of happiness and reward. When out of balance, they can lead to mood swings, anxiety, and depression. Another significant neurological effect of PCOS is CSS, or Central Sensitivity Syndrome. CSS is a condition where the central nervous system becomes overly sensitive to pain and stress. So, for example, imagine someone tapping you on the shoulder. For most people, it would feel like a light touch, but for people with CSS, it might feel like a super heavy shove. For women with PCOS, this means they experience pain more intensely and have a lower threshold for stress. This heightened sensitivity is linked to the same hormonal imbalances I discussed, particularly affecting the HPA axis and the autonomic nervous system. So, what is the impact that PCOS has on the daily life of women who have it? All these factors, depression, anxiety, neurotransmitter disruptions, and CSS, make daily life much more challenging for women with PCOS. The physical symptoms like irregular period, weight gain, and acne are tough enough, but when you add in psychological and neurological effects, the impact on quality of life can be quite profound. Women with PCOS often struggle with self esteem and experience chronic pain and find it more difficult to manage stress, which could lead to social withdrawal and isolation. So, in conclusion, PCOS is a much more complex disorder that affects far more than reproductive health. Its impacts are wide ranging, affecting both mental health and neurological function. Understanding these psychological and neurological effects is crucial for providing comprehensive care to women with PCOS. By raising awareness about it and advocating for treatment approaches, we can help women manage the quality of help manage their condition and improve their quality of life. Thank you.